pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get it out. Good afternoon. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Dixon? Here. Commissioner Weeding?
Here.
Commissioner Walsh?
Here.
Commissioner Michael? Mayor Lyons?
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, this is our committee of the whole. We'll approve the minutes on Tuesday, February 10th. The motion for the committee of the whole from February 10th, 2026.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, on tonight's agenda, we have eight subjects that we're going to talk about tonight in our community of whole. The first one is going to be the town center agreement. It's going to be through RVI Planning and Landscaping Architecture. So we are going to get into an agreement with them. Their responsibility, they are construction observation. They are in charge of designing the project. They'll observe the construction. They'll be included in the bidding and the selection of the contractors, and also to make sure that the rules are followed for the Oslo grant. Kind of looking through the agreement. They're going to design all the gateway into the town center, the splash pad, the pergola with seating, the berm with evergreen screening, performance pavilion, event lawn, the picnic shelter, a game table, amenity for bocce courts, again, benches, stormwater detention, a concrete vendor pads, and pedestrian pathway. So, again, Sarah, you attached for all the council members and send your email, kind of what they've done, some of the projects they've done in the past. So they've done some local stuff, they've done some stuff in McHenry, they've done some stuff in Aurora, Key City, but that's been included in your email and your packet. So that'll be up on the next meeting in 2 weeks for approval. Steve, is there anything I left out you want to add?
No, it's the same company, same company that did the grant for us, Hitchcock Design Group. They were bought out by RVI. Same architect, same team that did the grant and did the initial design. Will be doing this design and observing the construction.
Okay. Any comments? All right, next item on discussion is the building code update, Steve.
Yes, I'm going to turn this over to Shelley. Shelley is our building permit coordinator, and she did yeoman's work on this, working with DNF Technical, working with Moore and Sean, and as a result of all that hard work, she gets to present.
Well, thanks, Steve. Good evening, I'm Shelley Frieders, the Building Permits Coordinator. The city has been working with BNF Construction Code Services since August of 2025 on this update. The city is being proactive, updating the 2009 building codes to the 2024 building code series. These are the major changes from the 2009 code. Okay, all commercial buildings shall have fire sprinkler system except when less than 1,500 square feet, a single story, not used as a dwelling or sleeping, not a hazardous group, products or materials, and no basements. Residence homes over 5,500 square feet, this includes all floor areas including basements, upper floors, attached garages, are included in this calculation. Detached garages and accessory structures, 800 square feet or less, is to be constructed with a thickened edge, and garages over 800 square feet will be required to have a footing and a foundation. Romex will still be allowed. Also, the city is currently working on new applications and handouts to make the permitting process easier for the residents. Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Shelley.
Good job.
That's hard.
Any discussion, any further discussion for the building code update? All right, we'll move on to discussion item number 3, that is the IDOT agreement. That is for Sean. Did you have anything with that?
I will take this, yeah, Sean couldn't make it tonight with the rescheduling. This is just very simple. This is a resolution and an agreement with IDOT that gives City of Braidwood the permission to do some maintenance on IDOT right-of-ways. This needs to be done every 2 years. The last time it was done, it was like in '22. It was found that it was never, it hadn't been updated. So this, they only do it for 2 years, so IDOT only does it for 2 years. So this agreement allows for the maintenance crews to do some work on IDOT right-of-ways for the years of 26, 27 through 28. House cleaning matter, it's before you, and
When you say IDOT right-of-ways, are you considering out on that next I-55 too?
yes, I mean, as far as, you know, we're not gonna go out there and cut grass. I mean, we'll pull the weeds and we'll do stuff like that. But we're not gonna do major maintenance, right? So we'll pick up garbage if we need to, you know, cut the weeds down. Somebody throws out garbage on the road, those type of things. Major maintenance, we won't do it, just more of a cleanup and a little housekeeping that needs to be done. As we know, IDOT, you know, comes out and mows twice a year, if they like it or not. They're out twice a year only, so we just wanna make sure our entrances specifically look good and our right-of-ways look good.
So this is for the entrances, not completely down the highway?
I believe it's for any right-of-way, any IDOT
Okay.
right-of-way within Braidwood.
Okay.
Any questions?
All right. Discussion number 4 is the Versalati agreement. Brian, this is, you're up on this one.
Yep, so the Versalati property at 693 West Main is a legal non-conforming property. It has a garage that I believe he does some activities out of without a residential structure. A garage is accessory to only the residential structure, and you wouldn't be able to use it without a residential structure, but here in this case, I think he wanted to do a driveway or something, is how it got brought to our attention, and we wouldn't be able to approve that regularly. So what I suggested is we acknowledge that it's a legal non-conforming use, because the garage did exist without a principal structure since prior to 2008. And then we're entering into an agreement that would allow him to do a couple things. Specifically, that he's allowed to apply for and install a fence and a concrete driveway from the garage to the adjacent roadway. He's restricted to use the property for any other use than would be typical for a garage on a residentially zoned lot. Trying to make sure that he understands that he can't operate a business out of it. And he agreed that in the event that he violates this agreement, or if he sells or transfers it to anyone else, then the legal non-conforming use would be abandoned, and the accessory structure would either need to be demolished, or a principal structure would have to be established. So he's agreeing to some of those terms, and we're agreeing to allow him to put up a driveway and continue to use the garage without a principal structure.
All right, any questions, discussion?
You may see more of these in the coming months, years. There are several non-conforming lots and uses. Just happened over the past 20, 30 years, right? They become non-conforming. As we have issues or we have a permit stalemate, we will bring something back to you similar to this as a non-conforming use, legal non-conforming use.
All right, we'll move on to discussion number 5, Hickory Street variance. Steve?
Yes, as the council is aware, Mr. DeRazio proposes to construct a self-storage development at 225 North Hickory Street. The property is zoned I-1, which self-storage is permitted. We went to the committee of the whole, we went to planning and zoning, everything has been displayed and showed to both councils. The application is before the city council for consideration for a variance that's required from our setback. Normally it's 50 feet, where Mr. Durazo is asking for a 30-foot setback on 2 areas. Please note the I-1 zoning allows for this, but, I'm sorry, commercial zoning allows for this, but the I-1 zoning does not. So, Planning Commission was fine with it. We are good from their perspective. And then the second variance that is requested is he's having a security fence in the front, which is only permitted to be 3 foot tall under our codes. He is requesting a 6 foot tall fence, which we are in agreement with. It's going to be a decorative wrought iron looking fence, aluminum wrought iron looking. And again, the Planning Commission unanimously approved that variance as well. So before you at tonight's council meeting will be to approve his site plan, to approve his project with those 2 variances. In your packet is a site plan. It's a very good site plan. We worked with Mr. Durizio on putting brick in the front, additional landscaping, the setbacks. This is a very nice project for that particular area.
It's in the email.
Yeah, the photographs are in the email.
But if you want copies, I can always give you copies as well. I have them right here if you want to look at them.
Any questions or concerns?
And the applicant is here. Do you want to say anything or mention anything about your project?
Looking forward to it. It has nice curb appeal, very well done, appreciate it.
And then going back to, we had mentioned when this project first came before the council, we used our new development process we just had our test patient, and it worked out very well. It worked out very, very well. Our guinea pig, right?
All right. No questions, concerns, we'll move on to number 6. Liz, you're up for the water rates.
Okay, we're in the middle of, actually, we've had the first draft of the new budget, and looking at it, we are able to not do a 4% raise in water rates as is done by ordinance every May 1st. We will only be assessing a 2% utility rate raise, and so it will not come up until, it's not a permanent reduction. We'll look at it again at the next budget time, but we will get away with just the 2%. And we'll vote on the ordinance next city council meeting, March 24th.
Questions, concerns? Okay.
May 1st.
May 1st, yeah.
Yeah, we do have an ordinance where it
Yeah.
goes up.
Right.
There's
May
4%
1st.
increase every year.
So we had to do it now, make sure it didn't go in effect.
In the past, administration has had similar discussion, trying to bring those rates down. So,
You have to do it by a certain date.
May 1st.
Yeah, so. All right, so the next number 7, there's no other discussion on that, is the self-wall construction agreement. Steve?
Yeah, this is just more of a discussion, very informal here. There's nothing that we have in concrete because this is kind of a moving project here. So the beautification, thanks to Danita, I think I saw her, is she here?
Did you raise your hand? Okay.
Thanks to Danita, we are looking at between a $7,000 and $8,000 grant for beautification from Danita's group, from the coalition. And one of the projects that everybody kind of geared towards or gravitated towards is a selfie wall for the zoo. And it would have Braidwood in the back, it was Route 66, and it really would work with the red carpet corridor, the 100th anniversary of Route 66, all that good circumstance that they're having. So we're proposing to do a selfie wall, and we want to do it right. We want to make it look really nice. So Danae's been working with the sign company. We have some sign graphics that we're still working on, that Danae's still working on. However, we want to make this look nice, so it's held up in a very nice, professional looking manner. I've been in contact with Jeremy McPherson, who, as you know, does a lot of brickwork here in town. He is a brick mason. He had given us a price for $15,750 $755 to put columns on the side, a base with a concrete area so people can stand in a little sitting area, so you can stand, take your selfie wall picture. I talked to Mr. McPherson and said, hey, you have a development project that you're working on, would you be willing to discount your price equal to 2 tap-on permits that the city of Braidwood would charge you for future permits? He said, absolutely. So what I have before you is kind of the thought process, is that he is willing to discount his price by $5,560, which is equivalent to 2 tap-ons for water and sewer for 2 of his lots, and he would then charge us the $10,000 in change versus the $15,000. I talked to Warren about this really briefly, and I think it's a good way to barter, is I think the word you used, Commissioner Whiting, and I think it's a good way to move this project forward to save some money. The sign is roughly $2,500, and we're gonna look at some electric. Grant Electric is what we're looking at. Tim Grant is maybe do some electric work for us. So the whole project is hoping to cost us about $15,000. We're gonna get $8,000 back with respect to the grant. And the goal is to have this done. It's an ambitious goal, but the goal is to have this done by that first Monday in May, when they're having that red carpet corridor shindig for the 100-year anniversary.
Steve, is this the sign that goes between the columns?
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't realize I included it in
Red
there.
carpet corridors in May, isn't it?
We have to be done by the last Monday in April, and it's the first Saturday, Sunday in May, so the first Monday in May would be.
Yeah.
Dale, you're correct, it's in there.
Okay.
Yes.
That goes where the.
I
where it
forgot
says-
the drawing was in there, so yeah, so this is hand drawn by Jeremy,
Okay.
and then the
That's
sign
like
goes between
Braidwood,
columns.
8 by 10.
Correct.
Okay.
And Danita, what is the material made out of? It's some type of a high,
I'd have to pull it from my email.
so it's not a piece of plywood, so it's gonna
No,
last for
no.
20 years is what the lifespan is, I believe, on the email we talked about.
Very quality, yes.
Yeah, so it's high quality.
Where is it, the location compared to where the zoo is?
So, Dina, you wanna help, we were out there with that, it's, so where the pavilion's at, the little pavilion, it's gonna be to the
West, south.
South.
south, the west side. Dina, you wanna, go ahead, if you wanna get to the microphone and tell me exactly where it's at. I have tough directions right there, so she knows better than I do there.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend this is the pavilion, okay? And Jay's a tree. It's going from Jay to the corner of the pavilion facing Bloomington. I don't know
Facing-
east, west, south.
Facing north, that would be north.
Yeah, it's facing
Okay,
north.
so it's gonna be like
As you're coming
diagonal.
into town.
It's gonna be diagonal on 53 there, but
Okay.
it's gonna be facing.
All
Can
right.
you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Alright.
Thanks.
So Sarah just asked a good question. What the proposal is a one-sided sign, but the coalition and the grant and Braidwood will be on the back as the sponsors of this project. Make sure the coalition and Union Pacific gave us the grant, so we will acknowledge them on the back of the sign.
Is there any, I like the,
Yep.
the wording there, where small town charm meets the spirit of '66. Is there any way there can be like a 100, like 1926 to 2026?
Yeah, we can
Good.
probably add that right underneath the Route 66
Okay.
sign or somewhere in here. I'll take a look at it and
All
see
right.
where we can stick it where it won't look weird.
Okay,
So, yeah, absolutely.
thanks.
And we're gonna pop Braidwood out, right?
Yeah, the ribbon that says Braidwood on it, we're gonna have that as a 3D effect, and then there's gonna be backlighting behind it.
Oh.
Now, as for the lighting of the actual sign, it hasn't been decided yet, because we're still trying to figure out the lights, but it's either gonna be up, down, or diagonal. I mean, obviously, that's the only place we can go. So
We're not sure about the backlighting, just the logistics of the backlighting,
Yeah.
but that's our preference. And if it can be done, we'll do it. If not, it'll be front spotlighting, or I think you talked about down lighting.
Yeah. I think that looks nice. I'm so excited.
Good job.
It's such a good sign.
Yeah, it'll look nice.
And this is really a community project, right? You know, we have the coalition, we have a local contractor, we have Union Pacific give us a grant, so it's a really nice community project where the community is really buying in and and working together on this.
We just need a local vet for our zoo animals.
Good luck.
Starting to shed a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find like I said, find a vet that can fix them. So if you know anybody out there, we're looking for a veterinarian for our zoo animals. They need some love. All right, again, thank you. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look good. All right, we'll move on to the final discussion, common storage fees. Steve?
So again, this is more information, and I kind of want the board direction on this. So, common storage, obviously, they opened up this summer, and I guess, I was not here, but I guess there was some issue with respect to the entrance on Walnut versus Kennedy, and how that's gonna work out. So initially, the design was, I don't know if it was approved, or it was under the impression it was gonna work on Walnut, and then I guess the residents came back, they were upset that it was gonna be on Walnut, and then it got redesigned to go on to Kennedy. So Common Storage asked regarding, said, hey, we paid a lot of engineering fees for Robinson to review this change that was not, it was after the fact. So we agreed to discount their professional fee agreement or their reimbursables by $5,013 because of that change, which was very fair. However, they owe another $2,500 still on their permit. They paid half the permit fee, they didn't pay the entire full permit fee whenever they came in for the permit, and we billed them for the $2,500 remaining building permit fee. They have asked for a deduction of the building permit fee, and I said, hey, that's gonna be a council decision, if we wanted to discount that permit fee or not. He asked me if I could bring it forward to the council and get your thoughts. He felt it was still fair to do that, because it would cost them several $1,000s to redo this entrance. Again, I don't know all the particulars on that, but that's his request. He did ask for TIF. We did turn him down on the TIF. He asked for some TIF funding on this, and we said no, because it's not generating any sales tax, and the property tax is very negligible for self-storage. So we said no, that TIF reimbursement is not something that we're interested in as a city. And then he came back and asked for this $2,500. So kind of get the feedback from the council on direction on where this stands. You don't have to give it to me now, you can give it to me, email me or whatever, but again, your thoughts.
It's half of the 2,500, right? Didn't you say that?
No, he's looking for the whole
The
2,500.
whole 25.
So he paid 5,000, I wanna say,
Oh,
roughly
okay.
for his
all right.
permit fee showing
25
it
is
now.
half. Okay.
Yeah, so he
25.
paid half, and then now he's asking for so he has paid 2,500.
Okay.
But we did waive $5,000 for professional fee agreements.
I
Correct.
I say we don't.
So,
I mean, we've already waived 5,000. And there's a little bit more backstory to that than what's on here, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that, yeah, I'm not.
do you recall, since we're having the discussion, Dale, do you recall anything
No,
with this project though?
no, not as far
It
as
was-
the fees or anything.
their choice to want to move to Walnut, it wasn't ours.
Okay.
Okay, what happened was that, he came in and we went through the zoning, we went through the zoning, and he wanted to put it on Walnut, and it was approved that way. And then somehow, some way, an engineer, according to him, the city engineer, said he couldn't do it. He had to come off Kennedy. Well, without contacting anybody at the city, he went ahead and changed his plans. Instead of calling somebody and saying, hey, wait a minute, the engineer says I need to change this, is this true? He changed his plans all by himself. So, no, he doesn't.
And that was even on his own admission though, wasn't it? That's what he said in a meeting.
Well, I don't know if he said it in a meeting, but I was at the zoning board meeting, and I was like, why did you do that? You don't
And
do
I
that.
remember the zoning board meeting where there are 3 other businesses along there, west of there, and they're all their entrances are on Kennedy.
Yeah.
So I was wondering why they wanted their entrance along,
It
facing
was
going
something,
toward
it
the
had something to
homes.
do with engineering and,
All right.
So if you could just let me know, your thoughts, email me or give me a call, whatever your thoughts are. And if I have any more information on it, I will get some more information on for you, if it's available.
All right, thank you. Okay, that ends our discussion items. The next up on the agenda is public comment. Anybody have any public comment for this meeting? Okay, we will move on. Executive session, anybody have anything executive session for this meeting? No. The next committee of the whole meeting will be Tuesday, April 14th, at 6:30 PM. The next regular city council meeting will be Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, at 7 PM. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'll make that motion.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
We have adjourned.
All right, we'll take 5 minutes for our next meeting.